Oh, thank you very much. You don't know it yet, but I deserved every little bit of that. Thank you. Yes, my name is Johnny, and I love my job. I get to tour the whole country and the world. I've been to South Korea to entertain the troops, and on tour, this is one of my last stops for the fall. So thank you guys for being where you are, because if you weren't in those seats, I couldn't be up here doing what it is that I absolutely love to do. So over the next 50 minutes or so, we are going to explore the power of the human mind. Now, for me to do what I do, I need your brains awake and your minds relaxed. So everybody sit up nice and straight. Please take a nice deep breath in. Hold it. Let it out. Perfect. Now, I'm going to mirror all of you. So please put your right fist in the air and then extend one finger, preferably your forefinger to be polite. Thank you. We're going to draw a square by going down, giggity, out, up, and to the beginning, to the count of 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Shake it out. Shake it out. We're going to draw a triangle by going straight down, straight out, and to the top. So 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Shake it out, shake it out. We're going to do both of these at the same time to the count of 12, which means we're going to do the square 3 times and the triangle 4 times. The math guys in the back there, everybody else like, carry the 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Anybody get that? Anybody? Liar! Now, I know through the whole show, people are going to be sitting there and be like, now, how in the world do you do that? Which to me, sir, looks like you're playing with your nipples. Or it's like you're a T-Rex being like, roar! Roar as I love you and dinosaur. Anyway, moving on. So I was born in California, raised in North Carolina, went to college in Kentucky. Yes, they do have schools in Kentucky. Every summer, I went to Fort Lauderdale on an internship with a guy that I'll tell you a little bit more about later. And I currently live in Austin, Texas. Wahoo! But I left my 6 shooters in the car, so you don't need to worry. Now, ooh, wait a minute. Did you guys hear all of that? Yes. Son of a bitch. Forget you heard that. Okay, moving on. Now, I need you guys to imagine from day 1 of school, like in kindergarten, till today. Remember the time that you felt like crying?
That's easy enough.
It's like Tuesday, damn it. But for me, that was 3rd grade, and it was over long division. The teachers were saying, well, how many times does 4 go into 12? It's like, I don't understand what you're talking about. Does 12 have some sort of pocket that 4 knows about? And then they just come over and party? I have no clue what in the world you're talking about, and I cried. I was what you like to say, a sensitive child. But it was at that moment that I decided to kick math's ass. Just, so what I'm going to share with you guys isn't to say, hey, look how cool I am. It's merely to illustrate that you guys can do anything if you put your mind to it, even if it's something as abhorrent, as math. All right? So what I'm going to ask you guys to do is to please shout out single-digit numbers from 0 to 9. And in a show like this, there really aren't any rhetorical questions. So if I'm asking you to do something, I'm genuinely asking you. So don't worry about process or order. Just call off single-digit numbers. 6. I heard 5, 3, 7, 2, 1. Yep, just keep them coming. Okay, we'll get there. 4, yep. 6, got it. Yep. 2, another 7. 8, okay. Perfect. 1, yep, got it. Excellent. All right. So in not the best handwriting, we have 3-digit numbers in a column just like this. So in just a moment, I'm going to add them, 1s, 10s, 100s, okay? But before we get there, what I'm going to ask you guys to do is to please take out your cell phones. I'm one of the only entertainers in the world that will ask you to take out your cell phone at the start of a show. And please open up the calculator function, because I'm going to ask you guys to check my work, right? And here's something weird to think about while you're doing this. In your hands right now, if it's not pizza, is more computing power than they had on the spaceship going to the moon. People landed on the frickin' moon with less computing power than what you have in your hands right now, and you use it to tell people what you're eating. My God, the sandwiches and amazeballs. Tweet. So actually, if you want to tweet about how awesome or boring the show is, you can address me there. But everybody have the calculator up? Yes? Excellent. So please check my work, and hopefully this will be kind of like what we call lightning addition. All right? Go for it. Carry the 2, got 1. Done. Raise your hand when you're done. I'll wait for you guys. Excellent, yes. Is it correct? Excellent. Oh, with an actual calculator. Outstanding. Yes? Excellent. So we have 2, 3 more things. So that is lightning addition. Thank you. Thank you. I understand it doesn't deserve a lot of applause. Thank you much. But here's where stuff gets super crazy. How many of you have ever heard of the idea of numerology? The idea that numbers have something to do with your life. Well, I used to think that was all a bunch of crap, right? It's like, yeah, whatever, numbers, whatever. But here's where it gets super interesting. And I whispered to you and the whole audience, actually, but do you guys remember what I said?
We didn't actually hear it.
You were just messing with me. Well, thank you very much for mind warping the mind warper. Excellent. So would you please, for the first time, evidently, tell everybody what it is that I whispered to you?
Front row, fourth seat from the left.
Okay, so front row, fourth seat from the left. So your left, 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. That would be you, sir. And would you please tell everybody your name for the first time? Just tell everyone. Zach. Excellent. So Zach, this is what I like to call a numerology chart. Got numbers here and letters. Here's where stuff gets super crazy. The total down there is composed of 4 digits, 2, 3, 1, 7. So starting from the left, how we normally read is the number 2. Check this out. Underneath number 2 is the letter Z. Under number 3, A. 1, we have C way down here. And there were 4 letters, so it's probably number 7, which is H, Zach, just like that. And that is how you spell your name, right? Yeah. Oh, yes, thank you, thank you. Now, it is a mind reading show, guys. Stuff like that is going to happen the whole time I'm here. And I understand that it is just mind-boggling. You're sitting there going, how, that is not supposed to happen? No, wait, there's a right time for that, and that's after the show. For right now, for people that are brave enough to help out with a mind reading show, I would like you guys to show your support with the clapping and the whatnot. Now, Zach, the numbers have spoken. Do you like math? Do you love math a lot? No, not at all? Well, then you're perfect for this. So, Zach, go ahead and join me up here. Everybody else will show their support for you. Excellent. So, my name's Johnny. Pleasure to meet you, Zach. I'm going to ask that you take a seat right there. Now, Zach, let me ask, have you ever been hypnotized before?
No.
No, okay. You are still not going to be hypnotized tonight, or today, but what I would like you to do is to please kind of enter a state of relaxation, right? So please just sit back in the chair, let it take your whole weight, and focus on your breathing. Every time that you breathe in, I want you to breathe in relaxation. Every time that you breathe out, I want you to breathe out any tension that you might have. So every time you breathe out, you're just going to get more and more like a noodle, just relax into the chair. And to help you do that, I'm going to ask that you close your eyes. You are in a room full of your friends. That'll keep you safe. So go ahead and close your eyes. Now, Zach, are you left or right-handed? Right-handed? Excellent. So keep your eyes closed until I specifically ask you to open them again. So please hold out your right hand like you're going to hold a marker. So that's what you're going to do. Perfect. Careful, it is already open. And your left hand, going to hold a card just like this, keeping your eyes closed. Just hold it up just like that. And then put the marker right here very gently, very lightly. Perfect. Now don't do anything yet until I ask you to start. Now, in just a moment, Zach, I'm going to ask you to start counting backwards from 100 out loud. And I want you to focus solely on the counting. as you consciously focus on the counting, you're just going to allow your hand to slowly move across the card on its own accord. If at any time you become aware of your hand and what it is drawing, I need you to stop immediately, focus back on the counting, and only then continue on your way. Understand? Excellent. So begin counting now, please.
100.
Now, what I've asked Zach to do is to count backwards to occupy his conscious mind. You guys have heard that you only use 10% of your brain, right? Well, that's your conscious mind. The other 90% is your subconscious, where all the awesome stuff happens. And you guys have had this experience where you've had a problem for 2 weeks, you can't figure out an answer, right? Suddenly, boom, out of nowhere, the answer shows up. Your subconscious is always working on it. So hopefully, we can access his subconscious mind by occupying his conscious mind with the counting. And hopefully, something awesome will happen. But check this out.
74, 73, 72.
Open your eyes, close them again. Keep them closed. Perfect. Continue counting, please.
71, 70, 90, 72, 71, 70, 69, 66.
That's a good number. We'll stop there. Perfect. All right, so Zach, you may open your eyes. And if we were to call this a number, what number would you guys say it is? 23. Excellent. So Zach, here's what you made. Is that at all what it felt like you were making? No. So your conscious mind still doesn't see it. And look over there to your left, that grid of numbers. That's what I showed you. And do you see 23 on there anywhere? No, you see a 2, you see a 3, but not 23. And for everybody else, I'll catch you up. Check this out. 11 plus 8 is 19 plus 2 more, 20, 21 plus 2 more, 22, 23. What? 3, 4, 16 plus 7, 23. 4 and 4 is 8, plus 9 to make it easy. 17 plus 6 is 23. 15, 18 plus 5 is 23. It's the only number that Zach could have been thinking about, but check this out. What if, Zach, you had looked down instead of across? We got that covered too. 11, 14, 18 plus 5 is 23. 14, 15 plus 8, 25, 23, 23, 23. But wait, it gets even crazier. Check this out. The diagonals, if you add them up, equal 23. The 4 corner numbers, if you add them up, equal 23. The 4 quadrants, if you add them up, equal 23. The center 4, there are over 70 ways that they add up to 23, which he figured out in less than a fraction of a second. I'll leave for the rest of the show for you guys to explore, which I think deserves a fantastic round of applause for my new best friend, Zach, right here. Thank you very much for your help, man. Thank you. In addition to reading minds, I've also worked on planting thoughts in minds. And I used to do that in junior high and high school. I would try to get my friends to have memories of things that had never happened. I promise I use my powers for good, not evil. But anybody here fancy a good mind inception? It requires a very specific type of mind. It requires somebody that's very smart, but not too skeptical. In the green hoodie, I think you would be perfect for this. Would you like to help? Excellent. Please show her some love as she comes down here. So, my name is Johnny. Your name is?
Shannon.
Shanny?
Shannon.
Shannon. Pleasure to meet you, Shannon. So I'm going to ask that you take a seat right here, and going to work with what is inside of here. Shannon, here is an envelope which will be very important in just a moment. What I'm going to ask you to do is to please sit on it, because the contents of that envelope very important. And if anybody tries to get at the envelope, you will be the first person to know. So, we've got some books. We've got The Politics of Politics, Nose Picking for Pleasure, and my favorite, Jumbo Word Search. Woo! So, what I'm going to ask you to do is just hold them on your lap, just like that. Perfect. Excellent. My favorite is the Jumbo Word Search, and you'll see why in just a moment. Check this out. Now, what I'm getting ready to show you doesn't actually exist. Okay? I'm going to show you a page that you're going to swear that you're seeing, but it doesn't actually exist. Okay? Are you ready for this experience? Beautiful. This is my favorite one. Check it out. Puzzle number 64. That's a good number, 64. And all the words are words that begin with the letter Z. See, because that's my name, Zavant. So that's why I like words that start with the letter Z. So you can see it begins with the letter Z, just like that. And check this out. All these words down here, like zealous, zebra, zephyr. Now, I'm putting these thoughts in your mind right now, and I'm going to put a thought in your mind without saying anything. Tell me, what's that word right there?
0.
Perfect. You're doing great. And, ooh, zesty. That's one of my favorite ones. It's quite delicious. Zesty. Perfect. So, what I'm going to need you to do is to just hold on to that one for me. Perfect. Now, check this out. Here's where it gets super weird. You never saw that page. What if I told you that everything that you know you just saw, I put there? Would that be a weird experience for you? On a scale of 1 to weird, where would that be?
Weird.
Weird, yes. Go ahead and show me, please, the puzzle that I just showed to you.
It's not there.
Now, there are people here, very smart people, that are thinking at this moment, well, puzzle 64 is just somewhere else in the book. So would you mind flipping through nice and slow and making sure that I didn't just put it somewhere else in the book for you? If you don't see it now, that is now your book to keep and to search for the rest of your life looking for the page. But I'm not going to let you go quite yet. I'm going to let you off the hook. I know where the page is. The envelope that you've been sitting on, has anybody tried to get at it? You're sure?
Yes.
I'm going to stand way over here. If you would, go ahead and take it out. You may open it.
What the heck?
That is yours to keep and to be scared of forever and always. Thank you very much for letting me play around in your mind. Appreciate it. Now, what I'm going to share with you guys next is going to be one of the last things that we do together. Oh, I know. But actually, you know what? I don't want to bring you guys down, but I do want to tell you a little bit more about myself. I'm part of a very small percentage of the population that is more likely to die 8 to 10 years before everybody else. Woo! More likely to be involved in industrial accidents. Yes! And I am on a personal campaign to increase awareness of people like me. And I know for a fact that there are at least 1 or 2 of you in the audience that are just like me. So please make some crazy noise if you're left-handed. So you raised your right hand. Oh, you're so close. But you see what living in a right-handed world does to us. I'm like, make some crazy noise. And you're like, woo. Now, I need to explain to the rest of the right-handed people what it's like to be us. Because every single thing that you guys interact with that was made by human hands was designed for right-handed people. Everything. Imagine that if you woke up and everything that you interacted with was suddenly flipped. How confusing that would be. That's what it's like to be us every day. That's why we're in industrial accidents. The on switches are over here, so we turn it on with our left hand, cut off our arm. And it's like, yay, or it's like, yay. That's not okay. And another example, scissors. Scissors are specifically designed to cut with a right-handed squeeze. If you use your left hand, the blades just go, screw you, guy. And then your art project is ruined because it just folds the paper, and the 15 hours that you spent in design class is totally ruined, and you got to redo it the next day. Yeah, those are my issues that I get to deal with, and I don't want to foist those on you. So what I'm going to need the help is the help of a left-handed person that is super proud to be a lefty and really wants to show all these right-handed people why we are considered to be intuitive and creative, all those kinds of wonderful things. So raise your hand if you are my left-handed person You, sir, made the most noise. So I'm going to ask you a couple questions before you join me up here. So please stand up so I can see you just a little bit better. And are you ready to do something so amazing that everybody here will just have to recognize how incredible us lefties are?
I mean, I hope everyone smart recognizes how incredible I am.
My confidence is waning. Are you ready to get all the credit if this goes right?
Yeah, I mean,
You understand that this is the end of the show, and if it doesn't go so well, not my fault. Yes?
you'll just have to plant more false memories.
Excellent. More work. So, go ahead and join me if you are my lefty. Everybody else, please show some love for somebody that is brave enough to come down here in a near Olympic display of speed and agility. So, my name is Johnny. Your name is?
John.
John. That's an excellent name.
Cool.
And you see how far the right-handed bias goes. We shake
Yeah.
hands with our right hands.
I know.
So lefties, high five. Outstanding. So John, I'm going to ask that you stand right over here, please. And let me kind of walk you through what you've just gotten into. Because in just a moment, I'm going to bring a right-handed person up here. They're going to make a drawing, and you're going to know exactly what it is. Do you have any idea how in the world you're going to do that?
You're going to help me.
I am going to help you. I'm not just going to leave you out there, all right?
cool.
So don't worry.
All right.
Now, the best way for him to do this is to access his subconscious mind. And the best way to do that is to deprive you of one of your senses. And you know how if you lose one sense, the others kind of kick in to help out. So the best way is to deprive you of the sense of sight. So let me ask you this, John. How much experience do you have with blindfolds?
Not much.
Not
really.
much?
Yeah.
Well, you'll have a lot more after right now, because this is a piece of stainless steel. X-rays can't see through it, so light's not going to see through it, but, sorry, sudden gust of gravity. So John, what I'm going to ask you to do is to hold it up to the light, really give it a good looking over, let me know if there's anything that gives you any problems. All right, so check it over. While he's doing that, I'm going to explain what this is. It is a prisoner transport hood designed to completely deprive you of your sense of sight, make you feel claustrophobic, and he's going to be wearing that in just a moment. Really, but it's okay.
Isn't this enough? I mean,
It's not. Now, I travel a lot, almost 280 days out of the year, and I get to fly a lot, which means I get to deal with TSA. Anybody who works for the TSA here? No, because you don't hate your lives. Okay. A lot of people say, well, this isn't really a big deal, but it impacts my life on a daily basis. And you know the body scanners where you have to go through and they scan your body? I always opt out of those. And I say if they're going to take my rights, they're going to have to do it with their hands. So I always opt for the pat down. So as they're patting me down, I always like to say, I've lost a lot of weight lately. I just wanted somebody to appreciate it. But I bring up TSA because they see this and this in my bag and always ask to search my stuff, which is
right.
super
This is
fun.
the kind of thing terrorists have.
It is the kind of thing that terrorists have, or people that are really fun.
Right.
Now, this goes on like a sleep mask. So I'm going to ask that you just put it on, just like so, right? Make sure it's all nice and clean for you. It helps if the elastic is high on the back of your head, and then it'll seat a little bit better. See, but there's a little curve. It's cut specifically for my face, so that's why we've got to use the hood. So would you mind kind of scooching down, because you're kind of a tall one?
Oh, yeah. Is that good?
Sure.
Just go like this.
Yeah. Put it on just like so. Excellent. Now you can straighten back up, and we'll pull it down the rest of the way, so nobody can accuse you of peeking. Perfect. Excellent. Now, if anybody watches just this part of the video, they're going to wonder what the hell is going on. But John, stay right there. Don't move. I need a right-handed person to represent all the right-handed people in the world. How about you, sir? Come on down. We're going to kind of try to move quickly because you have no clue how uncomfortable it is under there. So my name is Johnny. Your name is?
Zach.
Zach. Pleasure to meet you, Zach. Come on over this way. Now, Zach, a lot of people, if I ask them to make a drawing, have a psychological predisposition to draw a smiley face, a stick figure, a house, that kind of stuff. So to completely randomize the process, I've made a bunch of cards that have different stuff, like a stapler, a skull, we got a banana, right? So just tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Perfect. So you can remember this, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so whatever it is that you just looked at, I'm going to ask that you make a nice big one over here on the back of this poster board. So go ahead and draw a nice big one. Fill up the entire space. Now, John, what I'm going to ask you to do is to project your mind across space and time, across this stage into Zach's mind. See through his eyes. Use your subconscious to access his brain.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm in.
All right, so Zach, if you're done, go ahead and stand down here, please. Thank you very much. I will relieve you of your weapon. Don't go anywhere. Now, John, in front of you, I'm going to put the poster board. So please, very gently, reach out and find the sides of the poster board. Understand that it's not taped onto the easel at all. So this way you know what size you're working with. Yes? I'm going to ask that you don't peek and don't watch the process as it happens. I was talking to Zach. Sorry, John. So hold out your hand like you're going to hold a marker. There you go. It is already uncapped, ready to go. So go ahead and make a nice big one, whatever it is that you think. Now, Zach, if he even gets this halfway right, on a scale of 1 to crazy, where would that be?
I think it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it'd be kangaroo, right?
Yeah, pretty much kangaroo.
Yeah. So, see right there. So, Michelangelo, how you doing over there?
I can't really see, but
You can't really see, but you're giving it your best shot, and that's really all that we can ask. So, are you done? You still working?
yeah.
Yes, excellent. So I'm going to take the marker from you, and then I'm going to walk you away from the poster board. Perfect. I'm going to take off the hood. I will allow you to take off the metal part because it's kind of sharp sometimes. Much better now that you can breathe, right?
Yeah.
I know how crazy it is under there. Now, Zach, let's take a look. Harry Potter's scar?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lightning thing.
Lightning thing?
It's almost there. Hey, I was blindfolded.
That's what's really weird is how freaking good this is for being blindfolded.
Well, I'm left-handed, so it's different.
Thank you, Zach, for your help. Really appreciate it. You can go back to your seat. Now, John, all these right-handed people now recognize how incredibly intuitive and creative you are. Now, they're
Yeah.
going to ask you how in the hell you knew that, and you're just going to have to tell them, you're not a lefty, you can never understand, right?
I barely understand myself.
Excellent. High five.
I have that
Thank you
power.
very much for your help, sir. So you can go back to your seat. Now, folks, thank you again so much for spending an hour of your time with me. I genuinely appreciate it. And please show a lot of love to all the folks that are involved in student activities. So please, let's give them a round of applause. Because you guys have absolutely no idea how much time it takes out of their day to bring in entertainment like this. And heck, you guys have already paid for the entertainment. Why not show up and get your money's worth? So the best way that you can thank them is to continue coming to experiences like this and bring your friends. So if you have any questions or would like to just say hi, I would love to meet you. So please say hi if you need to get to class. I understand it. So have a wonderful rest of the day, guys. Appreciate it. Woo!